I'm Connor Ashley.
And I'm Carla Conner.
We're the mother-son real estate and design duo.
We are here to help you invest in properties.
Real estate business and design. Now you can make a lot of money doing this.
We're your people. We are your bitches, actually. Well, because the shit hit the fan with, you know, literally the fucking air conditioning exploded. I can't really see out my mirror there, so if you could, yeah. And of course, it wasn't like we had one person staying for an extended period of time that we could communicate with and say, hey, bear with us while we figure this, you know, air conditioning issue out. It was, you know, one night after one night after one night. Hey, here's some money back, sorry it was hot. Here's some money back, sorry it was hot. Because the homeowner kept dragging the heels and trying to, you know, figure out the issue, but yet, you know, not in as quick a manner as we would have hoped. So it went on for almost 2 weeks. And
I was in LA for half of it.
Yeah. So I had to do some refunding and, you know, put out some fires and try and, you know, appease the homeowner by thawing the system and trying something different, like covering a register up and then refiring it up and then maybe covering some vents and maybe it's this and maybe it's that, and kept trying to try different things to figure out why it was freezing, because the system was freezing. So it was a long process, but ultimately the recommendation was it's old, it needs to be replaced, it's probably leaking, you just need a new one. And so she did that finally last Saturday, and it's been things have settled down there with that.
Alright, so we dealt with all this fucking air conditioning issue. It's fixed, it had to be fucking replaced. Thank God we didn't have to pay for it.
A couple of bad reviews along the way because of it.
Yep.
Which really wasn't our fault. We had to give back several $100s as well in refunds, because it's an important amenity that people really rely on. And it was hotter than fuck, not to mention. Like, it had to be over 95 degrees in Denver that 2-week span. The entire 2-week span, not to mention. Have had a fucking rash of one-nighters at every spot. It seems like every spot, every night is turning. It's just a bunch of people that have stayed for one night. Who travels for one night? I don't get it. Anyway, so we've hosted a lot of one-nighters for several nights, lots of turnovers. We've been coming up to Winter Park to try and market ourselves up here as the vacation rental experts.
We're in the newspaper now.
Yep, we have a little newspaper ad out. We went and flyered some, you know, vacation rental complexes up there, and we've gotten some traction going. We got some leads up there to try and get some new properties, and we just landed one yesterday. Well, the contract should be signed today, and we're going to get them listed tonight, and hopefully we can get some traction going on that listing. Well, today we have a duplex that counts sort of as 2 units. We rent the bottom basement unit out, and then we also have the top ranch floor that we rent out separately. They each have their own entrance, kitchen, washrooms, etc. They're freestanding, and so we rent them out as separately. Well, anyhow, we did not have a guest downstairs in the basement unit, but we did in the upstairs unit, and it wasn't quite checkout time, so I wasn't going to bug them, and I just went down to the basement unit since we had no one down there to clean up a few things, fold up some laundry that I knew was in the dryer, and just make sure it was completely ready for the guest that does arrive today. And the whole time I'm down there, I hear these toenails on the hardwood floor, these, and honestly, I had probably been there a good half hour before it dawned on me, I think that's a dog. And I think that's a dog that shouldn't be here, because this isn't my house, because I have a very similar setup at my house with a basement unit, and whenever I'm in the basement unit cleaning, I hear my dogs, you know, on the hardwood floor scurrying around, and it's very evident it's a dog. So I started listening, and I decided to videotape, and then I called Connor, and we called Airbnb, and then I saw the guy take...
And it's a no dog allowed listing.
Yeah, it's in a no dog allowed listing. So I sat outside and videoed the guy taking the dogs out for a walk, and it wasn't just one dog, it was 2 dogs. So we weren't quite sure how to handle it, because Airbnb was no help. They were like, well, kick them out or not, or you can request money or not. And I'm like, will you block them from reviewing us? And they're like, no, we're not going to block them. And I'm like, well, why not? I mean, you clearly, if I ask for money, they're going to retaliate, probably, you know? So, and I'm still anticipating they will, but it is what it is. So we'll see if they make it right. I got the guy on video saying that he would make it right and cover the additional fee, because I said, look, like this now is no longer a pet-free listing. There's been pets in the house, and we really try and keep our pet-free listings pet-free.
Well, she called me and I got there and I knock on the door and he answers and I go, hi, is there a dog in here?
No, you didn't. You said, can you tell us why there's a dog in here?
Oh, yeah. Can you tell us why there's a dog in here?
And he says, oh, is this an anti-dog friendly place? I said, we're not anti-dog friendly. It's a pet-free listing, though. Yes. And we have a homeowner to answer to, and, you know, I mean, at this point, you've already been there fucking all night, so whatever, you know. I think that happens a lot, and we just don't know it, because I found dog hair, I thought, at least what I thought was dog hair. I think at Justin's somebody had one at one point already.
Yeah, people are just fucking rude. Like, it's somebody's house. It's not a fucking hotel where you can just sneak in a fucking dog. It's somebody fucking lives there.
Yep. And the guy acted like, oh, I didn't know, we booked it so quickly, we didn't pay attention. And I said, well, you know, that's the most important thing that you look at is the house rules, because the rules there for a fucking reason. They don't just aimlessly set stupid rules for no reason. If a homeowner's requesting it, it's important to the homeowner to have it that way for whatever reason. And honoring and respecting that is what's expected as a good guest. So they have no reviews. They've never traveled this way. Like, you know, it was very clear that he was lying, and just trying to get around the fact that they literally brought a dog to a pet-free listing knowingly. He had to have known, period.
So we picked up the newspaper here. There we are. Gosh, I wonder if people are recognizing us.
We walk around town.
We just finished up photographing this house. We need just a little tour here real quick.
That one I hate. Those two pictures are awful, but
I think the appeal is that it's all vintagey and like not like a cabin. You know what I mean?
yeah. Connor, mark my words. Okay, you got the camera on? You're marking?
Yep.